Are your students struggling to complete lessons in your Kajabi courses or membership sites? Well, I've got some tips for you. Hi, I'm Terry M. Lee, and welcome to my channel that's all about the tech and strategies behind your Kajabi-based business, including third-party apps. Now, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming training, and ring the bell, as they say, to get some notifications when I go live. So let's get back to today's lesson. I don't know about you, but I've struggled to get through training and lessons from great courses. But I have found that those that interact with me, even in an automated fashion, I tend to get through a little bit better. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to go on over to my desktop. And so let's say this is an example of some training or a course. So this is a sneak peek, if you will, on something I'm working at. It's got the typical Kajabi layout, and here is some training. But what ends up happening, or that you might want to do, is send an email or some kind of communication to your student while they're going through the course, as if you were looking over their shoulder. So let me show you what I mean. So this is the back end of a part of the training, or this product, this membership site. And so I'm going to go down to Zoom and Legacy Webinar Pipelines for Leads. And just like whether it was a course or a membership site, I've uploaded my video on here, and this is the training, right? Well, at the bottom, you can have an automation click off or kick off. If you aren't familiar with automations in this fashion, you can have something occur when this lesson is complete. So I'm going to go to this one in a moment, but let's click here for add automation, and you'll get to see some of the options that we can do. So when this post has been viewed, I could maybe grant an offer to another product. I could subscribe them to an email sequence, have them register for an event, add a tag, and some other things. The two that I like the most are send an email, or maybe give a coupon for another product. And I would typically use the coupon for maybe sort of at the end of the course. Like if it's a course, say, hey, congratulations, you finished, blah, blah, blah. Here's a coupon with a discount on some future training. But the email allows you to send it as if you were watching over their shoulder. And I like this one because it's the element of surprise. So let's go here and look for what I did in this one. And so in this email, let's edit it. What you can do in this email is, besides, congratulate them, and I found this GIF and I just added it in as an image, and would send this off like, maybe you're a badass, you finished this lesson and it's kind of tricky or hard or something like that. I can add in my branding, which is my signature, if you have that, or whatever fun you want to add in this message. Another way you can do this is in the next lesson. So let's say people skip a lesson that you think is important for them to know. I could just as easily say, hey, did you see this important message from lesson 2 talk about Kajabi and webinars or what have you. So let's say this one was one that they skipped, but in lesson 4 I want them to do this. So I could send an email not only congratulating them, but did you see how lesson 2 was very important? So you kind of make it your own, fit your own personality and the course training or what have you. But that's a way to do it with sending emails throughout the course. Now, I wouldn't do this for every lesson, obviously, but it's sort of the element of surprise. Another thing you can do in your email that I like is have people maybe go to a Facebook group and post like, oh my goodness, I got through lesson whatever, and did you see this funny gif of Yoda with his sword or something like that? Anything to kind of keep engagement, so that people in the Facebook group that are for this training will be like, wait, what? I didn't get that. What do I got to do to get that? And it makes them sort of maybe want to see what's there, and they've got to figure out what lesson it is to get to. And the second way you can do this, and I apologize, I haven't tested this, but I think it's on every plan, is where you can lock content by surprise. And so I'm going to go out one, and I'll show you what I mean. And by lock content, it's not visible until they get to a particular lesson. And so if you've got something that's maybe in a challenge, you don't even talk about it in the previews or anything, and it just shows up when they've gotten through a particular lesson. So if you notice down here, this surprise category has a lock on it. And so it's tied to a particular post or lesson that I have. And so the way I did this, let me unlock it, and let's just say it's published, so it's the normal way that people are seeing it. But I can do what we call lock it, and it's locked to a particular post. I could say it's to the welcome. I really maybe want people to go through the welcome, and this sort of sets the tone. Like maybe what else is locked in, I don't know, because I can't see it. Maybe I tie it to the welcome message and I make sure that they watch this, and this only shows up in anything that I post underneath here when they completed another category. So those are just some of the things that you can do and have this element of surprise in your Kajabi site. So if you're looking for more information, definitely book a call with me. It'll be in the link below. Otherwise, if you found this helpful, please consider subscribing and even including a comment as I'm growing my YouTube channel right now. Thanks and have a wonderful day.